Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. Okay, so this is where we left off when I had a lover's dance with my big handsome on the bow of our boat when we went out for a sunset cruise. Yeah, right there on the bay in practically our backyard. So it was fun. That's where I left off at the last flip through. This is my creative daily journal. If you want to know how I make it, there is a tutorial playlist in the description below, so check that out. So let's just keep going. We're in January 2020 now. Okay, so this is super cute. It's just a really simple embellished paperclip. I mean, how simple, how much more simple can you get? Sorry for blinding you. There's a little starfish on there. So cute with a little like just organza ribbon. And this is just part of the page that I decorated. So let's see what happened here. I know I got this book at the library. This background here, again, I mention it like every time because so many people ask me. They are the Recollections watercolor crayons, okay? Maybe I'll just put I don't even know if there's a link, to be honest with you. I don't think there is because I've looked before. They don't sell them online that I know of. Maybe on Amazon, but they're super expensive. I get them at Michael's. Get a coupon and you get them for less than $5. So there you have it. So this day we went out fishing, the four of us. So there's my daughter. She is with the net. My husband, right there, is the one. He's got like his hand up to his mouth like, oh, is she gonna get it? Is she gonna get it? He's got the pole right here. The fish is here. And here is her boyfriend like wondering, oh my gosh, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? You know, yeah. It worked. They caught a fish. This I got from a magazine. This is a beautiful white heron. And let's see. So yeah, so Big Handsome woke me around 7 to go fishing. The wind had died down because I do not go out if it's going to be bumpy. No, I don't do that. I don't like being thrown to and fro on a boat. That's just not fun for me. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So the four of us were going out. We get like almost to the channel to head out into the Atlantic Ocean. And my husband's like, I didn't bring any bait. So we had to go all the way back home, get the bait, and then go all the way back out. Anyway, we had a very nice time. It was beautiful out. It was just a gorgeous day, and they caught a nice mutton snapper, and then they all caught a few mangrove snappers as well. So yeah. And then the kids went, my daughter and her boyfriend went and picked up hibachi for dinner. Yeah, so we had a nice relaxing evening. I know that I went to the library while we were down there, not on this day, obviously, because we were fishing, but I got this really pretty book about Florida, and I just love this watercolor. It reminds me of like the canal that, that we live on, sort of, kind of, not really, but it's, anyway, it's pretty. This is actually, let's see. Okay, I tipped this in somehow. All right, so I tipped it in behind all this other stuff on this page. And this is actually from a lady named Cinnamon, and she is a local artist down in the Keys. So little note card here. I love this. This is the original page in the book, and I found this yoga lady. I must have been in need of Zen. Live with optimism, renew your hope. So Big Handsome and Beauty Queen were up and out early fishing again. Oh my goodness. I thought it was cool and windy. Yeah, so I didn't go. Let's see, while they were gone, I didn't work in my book. Yeah, I just wasn't in the mood, so I watched YouTube on the patio. They got home early, had fished all the bait, and they brought home a few mangrove snapper. And oh, okay, so then we just decided to pack up and head home a day early. Okay, so mostly because a cold front was coming, and yeah, and none of us, oh yeah, now I remember, it was gonna get cold for here, and none of us had anything long, I mean, we're all down south. We have bathing suits, we have shorts, we have skirts, we have tank tops, flip-flops, but we don't really keep anything like we have jackets and long sleeve shirts and stuff, but nothing like an outfit, okay, if you will. So we decided, yeah, to just get home before the cold came, and I was glad to see my craft room. On this day here, I must have been making some collage paper. And what I do with my collage paper is I make it and then I scan it into my computer and I use it for various things within my book. So my sweet beauty queen received this desk calendar from a student and brought me a whole stack for my journal, and it's these right here, right? And they're beautiful. All these things, let's see. Okay, so this and this I made out of the rest of this paper, right? Somehow, I don't know. But anyway, oh, you know what? This probably like went here and this went here or something like that. Anyhow, this is just collage paper, ruffles across the top. I sew them first and then I just glue them on. So I don't know what order these are in, but can people really be this dumb? Okay. That is about our tenants. Okay, yeah. Not going there. I'm done with them. Okay, so okay, so Beauty Queen called us to let us know that her boyfriend had gotten a call with an offer for the job at the plant. So yeah, everyone was super excited. He has to go in and do a few things. Yeah, so let's see, he came to dinner, we had steak to celebrate, and he started filling out the paperwork. So this is just like a tag made out of drop paper, super simple. Note paper backed onto collage paper. So woke to a ping from BQ telling me some inconsequential info about an old homeschooling dude. Okay, yeah, I thanked her for waking me up for that. Like she couldn't have waited till after 8 o'clock, right? Anyway, so it's getting cooler out. Supposed to get down into the 30s, which is really unheard of around here. That doesn't happen too often. Literally worked in my room from 9 to 4, catching up on all my pages. So satisfying, yeah. So that was nice to get that done. And then I really like how this page came out. I have to be honest with you folks. This is a Smoosh paper doily, okay? So if you haven't seen my Smoosh paper video, I'll put it down below. This is another calendar thing, a little ruffle. Just did like a little cluster here. These are Brooke's stickers. Put some just cute little things on here, yeah. And then this I made, this is a little ruffle again, and it says Brave attached with a bold pin. Simply embellished paper clip here, and have this here that I got from a magazine, Imagine the Choices, and I backed it onto a piece of notepad paper. Woke to 37 degrees. Yikes. Okay, yeah, that is freezing for us, all right? And the poor pups were shivering on the patio. Oh my goodness. So Big Handsome decided to go back down to the bungalow. Oh, to pick up our spare trailer. Okay, because one of my daughter's boyfriend's friends wanted to buy our old trailer. So my husband went down to go pick that up. I filmed 2 videos, how to make a simple 1 signature journal. So I'll try to find that one and put it below if you missed it. And a journal with me, yeah. I smushed some doilies. That's what this right here is, and that's super fun to do. Yeah, my desk was a mess. So many, excuse me, so many projects I want to work on. Big Handsome got home without incidents, so that was good. And then we just watched TV. It is flipping freezing. Yeah, our heater was on all day long. Okay, and then my daughter's boyfriend came over to scan some of his paperwork and stuff for his new job. So that was exciting. This right here is a pocket I simply made out of a magazine picture. And again, okay, this is a piece of dyed paper that I just decoupaged a napkin onto, right? So this is just a little cluster I made, again, with the crayons, those watercolor crayons that I get from Michael's. I love those things. And I got that idea from Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. I'll put her link below. Let me see. Oh gosh. So Big Handsome was sitting right next to me on the patio and he kept texting me these super funny memes. he was he was just laughing and giggling and smiling. I love to see him smile. Yeah, and then this is my husband. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. Oh my gosh. You don't have to be happy to laugh. You become happy because you laugh. So I thought those were appropriate. My husband was just being a silly goose. So the temperatures were warming up, but it was super foggy out because that's what happens, you know. Um, oh, and then Big Handsome woke with a swollen left eye. Yeah, that was weird. So I don't know if it was like some of the medication he's been on or what. So, but he did sleep until 6 a.m. That is unheard of. He's usually up around 3 a.m. or earlier. Um, Went right into my craft room, began working again. Um, okay, so I went shopping in my room to put an ephemera holder together. Um, I was giving it away to somebody on Brooke's Facebook group, but in reality, I was giving it to Brooke. So she has it and she's using it for her March and April Creative Daily Journal. So that was fun. And I sent a little envelope to Susan, which is Hottie Popo, just a few little items that I had seen in a magazine. Roughly cleaned my desk. Yeah. And then, yeah, that was about it for that day. Let's check the time here. Okay, so on this day here, I've done this before and I love doing it. I take my, what's it called? Like a acrylic paint, right? And I just take a credit card and smush them in, you know? And then I drew some clouds and used my white pen to put a quote from Longfellow about rain. And then this tells me something about yarn, okay? Oh, okay, so maybe on this day, let's see. Oh, well, let's see. Guess what? I have nothing on here. That's so bizarre, okay? But this right here tells me, I'll have to go back in my notes and see what happened. This tells me that I must have started my daughter's, what's it called? An Afghan for my daughter, and the color of the Bernat blanket yarn was called Gray Storm, variegated, and so that it was funny because that was our weather. This is a painted circle I made years ago, and I got the idea from Cat Hand. I'll leave that link below. Ugh, this I got in a sweet happy mail, and I had a migraine that day. So yeah, I'll have to go back in my notes. Maybe I got some mail, maybe I sent some mail. I don't know. Oh golly, I don't know. So yeah, this tells you exactly what was going on. This I got in a magazine clipping, right? And in here on top of the anvil is my brain, all right? Pounding headache, enough said, all right? Which was horrible because the very next day my husband was taking me to the opera house because we were going to see Madame Butterfly, and I was so hoping that I would not have a headache because I really wanted to enjoy myself. It is one of my favorite operas. It is also the very first opera that I ever went to as a child, and it just stuck with me all these years, and I've always wanted to see it again. And so my husband got this for me for a Christmas gift. Yeah. So Beauty Queen this evening, Beauty Queen made some chicken and dumplings for dinner, and Sunshine and Eric came over, and a nice piece of starboard. Oh, okay. So this was when my husband was gonna make a fish cleaning station. So my daughter's boyfriend had a piece of the starboard that he needed, so he brought that over. Opera day. I love how my big handsome indulges me and my enjoyment at the theater. He knows that this is the very first opera I attended as a child with my ma and our Girl Scout troop some 40 years ago. I've talked about it many times over the years, and when it came up, he got us box seats for it. And yeah, I feel so blessed. It was such a great time. And then here's a picture of me and my beau right there at the theater. Yeah, it was just fun. Just fun to be with my baby, my sweet husband, and he's just so generous and thoughtful. Okay, I think we'll stop on these pages. So this is just a bag. I didn't put anything in it, but I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're probably not the most, like healthy thing to eat, but they are so good, so I don't care. And there's that. Here's another piece of, or an example of how I use my collage paper when I make it. So, little quote on there. This is from a Mantra magazine. This right here is actually a paper ruffle. So I attempted to use a piece of magazine, and make a paper ruffle, and it came out splendidly, I think. This is like a quote that I have from a book that I have that is filled with quotes. So, woke later than usual, popped some laundry, and this must have been a Monday. Yep. Big Handsome was doing stuff outside. I called Grandma, filmed my ramble session, uploaded and spread the word on social media. Oh, Big Handsome washed the stinky dogs. Oh my gosh, that's such a huge help for me because it's so hard for me to wash them. Oh my gosh, yeah. Packed my art bag, showered up, packed my clothes, cleaned my room, and we went down south. So yeah, let's see. It was a super busy morning. Yeah. Why were we going down on a Monday? Do I have the dates wrong in here? Oh golly, I really hope we don't. No, this was a Sunday. I don't know why Laura and Susan were on live. That's weird. Why it was maybe she was off. Maybe Susan was off. At any rate, Susan is Hottie Popo. Laura is the Jersey Crafter. I'll leave their links below. They usually go live on Sunday mornings. So, okay, so we were down south. We ran errands. My husband had to pick up the title to the boat and the trailer he bought. We found those corn nut things at the Dollar Tree, so we got a whole bunch of them. I stayed up way too late, and which was horrible because I was supposed to get up the next morning to go fishing with Big Handsome. Gosh. I hate when I do that. Oh my heavens, this was horrid. Okay, I remember this. This right here is packaging from my husband's cologne. This day would have been, no. Okay, this was my mama's 74th birthday. Okay, that's my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, okay? I had a migraine going on, which isn't always the best when you're going out on a boat ride. And then guess what happened, okay? So we get up and look. Ouch. I know some of you have seen this, and really, do you care to see my legs? But here, look at this side. Beautiful, beautiful day out. Look how clear the water was. That's like no filters, no nothing. That's just the color of the water, and it was beautiful. And what had happened was we got up and we were going down the stairs. We have a set of concrete steps, a flight of stairs that are concrete. And so I was walking down them, and the last two steps I misjudged, and I missed the step, and I just tumbled down 2 steps onto a concrete pad, slid across that, and into a pile of coral rock. Yeah, it was not fun, okay? It was not fun. It was not a great beginning to the day. Oh my heavens. But guess what? I went fishing anyway, so I gathered my clumsy self up and got into the boat, and we went out. So yeah, it was a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. We didn't catch anything. Okay, so got home in the afternoon, and I iced my knee because it was swelling. Gee, I wonder why. Oh my goodness. So then I watched Carla from Cage Fish. I'll leave her link below. And yeah, I really want to attempt a glue book. Started migraine. Oh, and then this day my dad texted me to see if we felt earthquake, and my response to him was, what earthquake? So apparently there was a 7.7 earthquake just south of Cuba, which is not that far from where I am. Yeah, they felt it all the way up in the city. We didn't feel a thing. I mean, we were back home by then, so we didn't feel anything when we were on the water, obviously. We didn't feel anything when we got home either. So at any rate, I will leave you guys here. No, will I? No, let's finish. Let's finish. Okay. sorry, I'll go quickly. Okay, so on this day, we were still down in the Keys, but I had a breakfast club meeting with my girlfriends right here, Cindy, Catherine, Renee, and friends make the good times better and the hard times easier. Yeah, one of my girlfriends had some, you know, very quite sad news, you know, happening, but we had a wonderful time together catching up, and we're making it a monthly thing so that we all meet together to have breakfast and just catch up on life in general. This was okay, so my son was building a weapon. He's a weapons collector. So anyway, he was doing that. And then this, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but here is the head. This was a picture that my husband took. He must have gone out fishing. This is a picture of, this is the head of a fish. Here's the whole body, and its tail is off over here somewhere, okay? He saw and took a picture of a plus or minus 6 foot Goliath grouper. It was in 16 feet of water, cruising under the boat. I mean, can you believe it? I wish I had seen it. Anyway, so let me just read this off here. Woke and Big Handsome had gone fishing. Oh, I had a terrible migraine. Yeah, but I did make the drive up north to the mainland to meet my girls for breakfast. So, yeah. And then I listened to Caged Fish on the way, Carla, and I'll put her link below. I think I already said that, but I was in like a glue booking mood, and yeah. And then she was talking about just using square images. So yeah, light bulb moment for me. I'm like, why do you fuss about it so much? Just cut out a bunch of rectangles. And then let's see. This talks about our breakfast club. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. And we just had great laughs, and we had some cries, and yeah, it was great seeing them. And then let's see here. Here is this. You might have seen me make this in a whatchamacallit, stop Jack, in a journal with me. Okay, so background again, watercolor crayons, love those things, get them at Michael's. So it's journal time, hooray, at the beach house. My journaling space on the kitchen counter, so there's that. It's a big fat mess. And then I made this out of just a magazine clipping, and then talked about this. Let's see. Woke at 7 a.m. Oh, I wish I could sleep in. Thought Big Handsome would be gone fishing, but he wasn't. So, oh, Sunshine must have come down and spent the night. So Sunshine and I didn't really feel like going. Yeah, he has such terrible allergies when he comes over. We don't know if it's the dogs or not. He's always had terrible allergies, but when he's at his own house, he doesn't seem to have them. So it must be our dogs, which is really weird because we have schnauzers and they're supposed to be, you know, hypoallergenic, but apparently they're not. Anyway, so Big Handsome decided to go out fishing after all. Just for a little bit, he didn't catch anything. And my son, I think my son ended up sleeping on the couch like the whole day. And then we watched The Joker, the movie, The Joker together. I'm not a fan of that genre, but I have to be honest with you, it was a pretty decent movie. So let's see the 30th, and then here's the 31st, okay? I got this meme from online, and it was a dark and stormy day of unsavory business. Yes, so this, it talks about E-Day, which is eviction day. This was the day the tenants were supposed to leave. Oh my gosh, yeah, so that talks about that. Yeah, that's really just all there is to talk about. So we had to make sure to, you know, make sure that, and I put on here the tipping point, lesson learned the hard way. Yeah, so we just had to make sure and go over there, make sure they were out and, you know, leaving and all that kind of stuff. And it was a nightmare. And I don't know where I had this. It was on a page that had a right here. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. There's the end of January. So thank you so much for your time and sharing it with me. I hope you enjoyed that flip through. I've really been enjoying journaling this way. Lots of tucks, tags, and pockets. It's just been so much fun. So if you want to stay tuned for more flip throughs, then just make sure you click the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I put out a video. So yeah, thanks again for sharing your time with me. Hope you have a great day, a great week, and I'll talk at y'all real soon. Bye for now.